you give us some examples of the simple Forex trading systems that you think work?
Simple one would be looking at weekend gaps. So we said previously that currencies tend to strongly mean revert over the weekend, meaning that if they gapped a significant amount, then that gap tends to close. So that's one strategy that exploits a well-known bias in the market that you can implement. And so it's interesting. If you look at my answer, it's all about what kind of biases do there exist in the market that you can easily exploit. Another strategy would be, horses for courses. Choose the market you want to trade in. If you don't have a lot of capital, don't choose something that's incredibly volatile, but something that's more range-bound and where you can actually trade these ranges up and down. I mean, a great currency pair at the moment is, for instance, Aussie Kiwi. That's been very range-constrained over the last years, actually. Other kinds of strategies, momentum strategies, actually work wonderfully well. So a classic momentum strategy would be to look over the last 1 or 2 months and then just follow that currency pair over the next month and not just trade it over one pair, but aggregate it in total. And so the question that usually tends to arise after you give certain approaches is, do I make money day in, day out with that? And as we said earlier, that's about the requirement for certainty, and the answer to that is no, you don't. It's about being able to measure the performance historically in terms of your testing and then determining if that is good or not. And then what usually tends to happen is you find that one particular strategy won't make it, or one particular currency pair. You have to put them all together in aggregate. Another great strategy to look at is a combination of momentum and carry trades. Actually, at the moment, the carry trade, if you just look at a purely interest rate differential perspective, is Kiwi Swiss franc. So having been long Kiwi Swiss franc for the majority of this year would have actually been profitable year, going back since 2016. It has slowly grinded up. As we said, the problem with carry trades tends to be when the world is shaky or very shaky and you have an exogenous event that sort of impacts you, you'll go off a cliff. Well, combine that on top, trade momentum with respect to that. So there's a lot of things that you can mix up together that will be profitable, yes.